Hey Aries, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your first half of June general reading here. So in your meditation, very short but very sweet, I saw a train on a track and it was full steam ahead. And then I saw, I guess it would be kind of like King Kong a bit, but like the huge gorilla, like King Kong sized gorilla, like standing with one leg like straddling each side of the train track as the train tried to like go through. And I saw the gorilla reach down and just throw the train off the track and just like destroy it. And then I saw it turn around and kind of assume like the lotus position. And I heard that like it was like looking out over a beautiful like countryside and it was butterflies. And then I heard that song like which basically is like the universal like soundbite for like being at peace. So it's really interesting because gorilla energy is equates to the emperor and the tarot, which is what Aries energy. So I like that you're coming up in that way and that you're being depicted as the gorilla, as the Aries that you are. You know, as it equates to emperor energy, the emperor, which you are in the tarot, of course, is very much about, you know, making decisions and making that everyone is well, making sure everyone's taken care of, including yourself, and being in a position where, you know, making decisions that don't just, you know, serve yourself in your own situation, your loved ones, but really everyone, right? It's an eye towards making sure that the community is served. That gorilla energy, that gorilla medicine is very much about, you know, the bigger picture and making sure the gorilla rests well, the emperor rests well when the kids are good, when the family's fed, when the work is taken care of, when everyone's been paid, when all of that stuff is aligned, then the emperor goes, okay, now I can rest. I always equate a bit from Game of Thrones, like Ned Stark is a very archetypal emperor energy. Just think about Ned Stark with that. It's I think it's pretty apt if you've seen Game of Thrones. But yes, very interesting with throwing the train off the track and, you know, choosing something different. I feel like there's a certain message in there that says, like, whatever train has left the station or whichever way you're going, if there's something in your experience, right, whether it's a relationship or work or aspect of yourself, whatever it is, regardless of where it is in progress or how long it's been going on, if it does not bring you a sense of peace and relaxation and enjoyment of where you are, it might be a good time to, you know, reassess. Let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Hey Aries, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the first half of June. Oh, I love it. I love this for you. Okay, so we had the oyster here. So the oyster is it's so beautiful with your meditation because the oyster, well, first of all, it equates to the Four of Pentacles in the Tarot, which is about not moving forward, not moving back, your material success being assured. It's everything is in hand, but it's not a time to move forward in any given direction. Now, oyster medicine is very much about that pearl that's inside of there, and then, you know, the work of exposing that pearl to others of the world. The pearl being the aspects of yourself that are your best, but that may require you to be vulnerable in some way or expose yourself in a way that may be, you know, frightening. So this could be a change that you've been wanting to make or that you're feeling called to make, or a talent or a line of work or relationship, but it's the best parts of us that we keep hidden. That is oyster medicine, along with the water, you know, being in that energy of, you know, the ways in which we go about our feeling existence, our emotional bodies. And remember, I saw that gorilla really being at peace towards the end of that meditation by throwing the train off the track. So I'm hearing, like, really think about what that train may be for you in some way, shape, or form. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. First half of June. What is going on? Oh, love it. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune here, very auspicious to start you off. This is making a lot of sense. So the Wheel of Fortune is a forward-moving energy. It's like the wheels on the train go round and round, right? So this wheel turning, I saw this train just speeding down the track. The fact that this is in the first position, this is the past energy, coming in here means things have been moving, things have been happening, events have been taking place. You know, I feel like things have been going forward in a pretty steady trajectory in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you've been quite, almost maybe an aspect of you has felt really good about a lot of it, but there are aspects that want to come to your attention that may be the best parts that you may have overlooked, may have not had time for, maybe even missed in the process. Because sometimes when things pick up and they start moving and a lot of things happen at once, sometimes we can neglect the things that either really matter or miss out on opportunities that actually are incredibly special and important, but exist. But this other thing that's taking, you know, coming to the forefront a little bit more boisterously can take more of our time and attention, right? Ah, okay. So we have the Page of Swords here. I do feel like he wants to come up in reverse for you. It's really weird. So at the bottom of this deck, we have the World, right? And then we have the eagle in the corner, and then he has an eagle here. So in the Kim Krans animal deck, the eagle equates to the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune is coming up a lot for you in this reading, just putting that out there, a lot of forward motion, right? So Page of Swords, this is realizations, this is insights, this is kind of where I saw the train like going along the track there. This is also about like messages and opportunities and, you know, all of that good stuff. But these are about the realizations or the communication that we have that acts as a piece of new information. Right? It's Page of Swords. You know, I feel like this is partially in reverse for you guys. And we were talking about things that may be missed or maybe put into the background. And remember, we're looking at the gorilla and we're talking about what in your life experience may not be eliciting the kind of inner peace or peaceful state of existence, and then really considering, you know, what that could be and how best to either throw the train off the track as it's applicable, or at least reroute or turn your attention towards something that fuels you, right? There could be an aspect of your life, maybe, for example, your work is just moving and grooving and it's such a speedy pace, and you're being asked to not destroy the train, but just kind of turn your attention towards aspects of your existence that are a little bit more calm in order to invite balance, right? But it feels like there's an excess of energy here. And then you see this oyster with all of these pressure points, right? And it's building on pressure because it's being kept closed. I feel like there's an element of flow that wants to happen within here. And I'm seeing the Emperor again. You know, the Emperor works very hard and appreciates it when everything's taken care of, like we said. But another important part of the Emperor aspect, which doesn't get talked about as much, is that the Emperor also deserves to rest and enjoy life and be taken care of, right? And I feel like you're being called to take care of yourself. Okay? In the same way that you would take care of others. Take care of yourself. Okay. So we got Three of Swords in reverse. I'm going to hold it in the upright for the sake of the visual. By the way, in PS, this has come up a lot this round of readings. So you're definitely within the collective here. You know, Three of Swords is about heart pain. It's about past tragedy, past trauma, past pain, right? Three of Swords is definitely about pain from the past. So the fact that it came up in reverse, I just want these like swords to like fall out of there, right? Like let loose the swords. But the fact that this is coming up for you, this speaks of some, you know, difficulties or tension or pain that is from the past, but that is being lessened, right? Is being cleared over time. I got to tell you, I feel that with the oyster and the fact that this is keeping the best parts of yourself hidden, I feel like there is something about this. This is asking you what parts of your life are serving you and actually incite enjoyment within you. Back to this Page of Swords in reverse. And which parts are you just, it's always been that way, so why would it change? Or you're just going to get along, or whatever that is for yourself, and reassessing it. Because there's an aspect of this as well that says, you know what, like as an example, I have a degree in this, so I got a job in this, but I'm unhappy. Well, let's throw that train off the track. and what makes you happy? What actually, stop this train? I'm hearing Stop This Train by John Mayer. I want to get off and go home again. Stop this train. There's an aspect of this is, okay, we got a job in this, we got a degree in this, whatever. It's the status quo, but I really just like, I really love to paint, and that's when I'm happy. Or I love to garden, that's when I'm happy. And then it's like, well, then do that. Like, take care of yourself and do that, and let it inform you as it will, right? That's either going to clear up your energy so that you can go back to your work feeling refreshed and nourished, or maybe it's calling you to another way of being, another job, another relationship, another reality, another place, whatever that is for you, right? But this is an energy of the Emperor where been taking care of things and doing things the right way for a long time. And you're being called now to go take care of yourself, access that pearl that's within you, right? And really pull it out and examine it and go, what parts of me exist outside of time, money, obligation, status quo, whatever, pain of the past? And what is that pearl for you? What is that pearl for you? And then how can you not just access it and give it time and space and let it breathe, but how can you honor it? I feel like this pearl, again, we already said it's the aspects of yourself that you keep hidden and that will require you to be vulnerable in some way by taking it out, which would be what? Switching jobs, changing up relationships, letting something go, admitting something, vocalizing what you need in this situation. Whatever this is, I really feel like you're being called to kind of allow yourself to break free, take a break, and really examine this pearl and what in you is being called to your attention in order to really enjoy your life, right? And the Emperor, allowing the Emperor that is you to be taken care of by taking care of yourself, right? Stop this train. That's what this feels like. This is also 4 Pentacles, mind you. Let's go ahead and get your advice. I'm really keen. Really, really keen to get your advice. Let's see what's going on here. What is the advice for Aries for first half of June? Let's take that one. They wanted to come out. Okay, there we go. We'll take both. We'll take both. Whoa. 2 major arcanas. The Hierophant and the Lovers. Wow, wow, wow. By the way, the Lovers came out on its own at the end, and the Hierophant just kind of stuck out but wouldn't fall. It's interesting because I feel like that's a kind of a like a personification of kind of this Oyster, like 4 Pentacles, feel a little bit of a stubborn energy there, which is always fun. So when your advice is the Hierophant and the Lovers, Taurus energy, Gemini energy, the Hierophant is beautiful as advice because it says to trust that everything is exactly as it's meant to be, and everything is going to remain exactly as it's meant to be. If you're feeling like changing something up or spending more time doing this or less time doing this or re-examining this or whatever this is for yourself, taking a chance on this, investing in this, right? Follow those feelings and trust it, right? Because you're having those inspirations and those feelings for a reason, right? Then you have the Lovers as your advice. What could be better? We're only in Gemini season with Gemini energy. Here's your advice. The Lovers is actually, I'm getting a note. Watch the Gemini reading. It feels like we're in Gemini season, so of course that reading is going to resonate a little bit more resoundingly. But it's for more than just its sign. But I'm hearing the Gemini reading is holding hands with this one, so give that a watch. So the Lovers. This is really beautiful because when this is your advice, you're being asked and called to make love-based choices, which is really interesting with this 3 of Swords in reverse, right? There's love-based choices and then there's fear-based choices. Keeping your oyster closed is a fear-based choice. Allowing it to be open and seen and vulnerable and out there is a love-based choice, right? Again, we're going back to taking care of yourself so that you continue to turn around and take care of others and enjoy your life, right? It's like the Emperor, it's time to take care of the Emperor and stop the train, right? It's really beautiful when this is your advice because the fact that this is 2 major arcanas here as well speaks of this is a very important time in your life where you're being called from a soul progression standpoint to really consider where you're going, what makes you happy, and how you want to spend your time with your time on Earth, right? If you look at it from that perspective and you see time and life as the precious experience that it is, allow that to inform your choices. And then suddenly things can become a lot more clear, right? Let's go ahead and get an oracle for you. I'm feeling like the Colette Baron read. Let's do this one. Oh, right. This is making a lot of sense. So we have the Shadow Queen here as your oracle. It says acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. Acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. The Oyster, being the Four of Pentacles, remember that pearl at the center, it is an insecurity that keeps the best parts of us hidden, right? It's that, oh, I don't want to show it, or oh, I don't want to go there, or, oh, I don't want to try this, or I don't want to take that risk, right? Out of fear. We're talking about the fear, right? Acquiring knowledge. Remember we were talking about the Page of Swords and the insights that come from that, and being willing to look at the aspects of your life that don't bring you joy or fulfillment, right? And then there's the manipulation aspect of it. You know, I feel like that's going to be different for everyone, but I do feel like there's an aspect of you adhering to the status quo or having this belief that things need to happen in a certain way, or you need to follow a certain path, or there's certain things expected of you. Something about this, and you're being called to kind of break this free and be who you truly are amidst also all of the social conditioning or your past conditioning or your past experiences or whatever that is. But to really allow yourself to see with her hooded cape on and the light inside that is mirroring the light coming from the oyster and the pearl inside, the aspect of yourself that is crying for attention, that is crying to be heard, that is being called to let me out of here, right? There's something in that for you. The best parts of you that are going to align you with a truly fulfilled and happy and abundant existence, that's the pearl. But in order to allow it to work for you, it's about accessing it and taking a chance around it, right? Whatever that is for you. What is your personal pearl? Right? It's actually really, really beautiful, Aries. I do feel like there's a overall energy here of fear or reluctance or restricted vision. And you're really just being called to make love-based choices to get that greater sense of clarity, all the while trusting and knowing that everything is going to be exactly as it's meant to. There's nothing that you could do that's going to be so wrong or so off the mark that it's going to misalign you to your highest and best path when you're making love-based choices. The only thing that really misaligns us is when we make fear-based choices. So if the choices that you make are from love, you are all good. Self-love and love of your experience, others, etc. It's really, really beautiful, Aries. I'm sending you so many blessings for your first half of June. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love reading your comments. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you so, so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.